We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.
Give us today our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread! Do you want us to stop? I should have it.
Hell's balls! What happened here?
Something's emanating from under there.
No wonder this place is off limits.
Dodging behind. Think you could take on a ghost? Run, Red!
One of these must be Lammy's hideaway. Lammy, you here? You were studying botany. Why botany? Arrowloo. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
He mentioned an old mill. Seemed fascinated by the place. The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
Creeping ivy again.
As invasive as regular weeds. Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back. A ward restrains me.
Nothing incriminating. Yeah.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill.
Watch out! Spectre possession. That Spectre's looking for a body.
Get lost, won't you? Why a mill?
Away from the village. Perfect for his research. Perfect to hide secrets.
He's not out here for pleasure, that's for sure. Did you feel that?
It's close. Malice has been bound to this.
You are sent back.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Peaceful. Like home on a good day. Oh, it's hilly, mate. He felt like playing with the lambs. Blair preferred to feed them. And I was too busy dreaming.
And you?
Oh, I cooked them for dinner. The lambs, I mean. Oh, the girls were furious.
Yes, but they weren't hungry.
This isn't over yet.
Piss off!
So much for peaceful.
What? Think you can fend for yourself? I can't.
Right, this on for size.
Get out of there.
I can't worry.
Away with you!
Something's nearby.
Where is it? Spectres have gathered around. Why not force them to appear?
Reveal your true self.
This isn't over yet.
Sit down. You're done. some of that.
Ask for help if you need it. Did we miss a few? Standing by. Can I join in too?
This isn't over yet.
Hey! More fun.
It's coming for you.
Can I get to this one? God, you're tougher than a gadfly.
You're wasting your time on this one. Blasted pest!
A wee Highland kiss for you.
I can help. Watch out. Spectre possession. They never learn, do they? Ask for help if you need it.
What should we expect up there?
A gateway to the mythical Aralu, whatever that is. Otherwise, terrible tragedy, dark doings, sick secrets, at a wild guess.
Get back up! Get lost, won't you?
Over here, campfire.
Perhaps there's a key.
Bread. I can't manifest anymore.
Traps. Not yet sprung.
Either they caught game and reset the traps, or they caught nothing. I'm betting on nothing.
This Etienne, his name is, seems shady.
Well, he is French.
Let's stay on track. We make for the beach by way of the mills. This is no ordinary amulet.
Then it belonged to no ordinary settler.
Can I go in too?
Tough nut, are you? Bastard. Hey, we fixed that.
Careful. They mean business now.
These remains call for a ritual and a lot of caution.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
This isn't over yet. I'm right here. I can help. I'm right here. You're welcome. You will not have him. You're welcome. Spectre headed to that corpse. small with feeling.
Hogging all the fun.
Looks derelict. Is he really inside?
I can't, Rory.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
People camped here, but not for long.
They must have headed for the beach. Let's go.
Not much meat on those.
A little is better than nothing at all. Beware. Wards. I'm at your side again. Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in...
Oh, there!
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
Did you feel that?
It's close. What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
Deja vu.
He tried his hand at several translations.
This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path.
So, what are you hiding in here, evil spawn?
Glancing at the original writing, Lami's work was poor. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
Did he seek power? Was he hoping to step out of his father's shadow?
If he did, he went the wrong way about it. We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful. Red, come look.
No crank. Great.
Why did he feel like he needed so much protection? More magic mockery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book, again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
The crank. Good. The lift should work now. All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to, and the signs are not encouraging.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all. Hell's bombs. Another sorrow used as a guardian.
Every totem killed makes it stronger. I see no more pillars. I'm still here.
When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. Over here. Look. Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through this summer's vigilance? I can't remove it. It slips through my fingers.
Away with you!
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path.
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lemmy can't be far.
Something has me. Wards.
Wards work well enough. You didn't need to kill so many bots.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Red, I can't manifest anymore. Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low. rewards. You're on your own.
Careful now.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased. This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be.
Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void. So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Or plane? World? But it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill?
We fought it. Don't change this.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was why...
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his work. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he...
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test...
Oh. You know the ritual too?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went around.
Are you aware of what would happen if people learn?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge.
Do you remember Deborah?
Miss Comenius.
Your father tasked us with an investigation, one way or the other.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden ritual.
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the... Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand.
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident.
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
I'd rather not involve those not present.
We find you up to your neck in the blackest magic, speechifying about your transcendent journey.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of...
Aye. I can imagine your father said.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir, so I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them, but he does not. I did no wrong.
You've studied demonology.
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in see. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratched.
Who was your...
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years. He called himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was... For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now at first I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is...
By the Araloo, do you mean the vote?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Araloo, Mr. McCraith.
How can you be sure the void is tainted?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the... Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the it carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a...
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. Unfortunately, the Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through.
Would you? That would be splendid.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If
The Araloo is not your home, Lam.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just, you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is. I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
The only one way to find out.
Oh, God. I need a wee bit of help here.
Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Red, I can't manifest anymore. Take care. The place is warded. I can't help you. The ward's power is gone. I have another in sight.
Marcin left.
It oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate, too. Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be, then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You? It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. I feel something close. The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well...
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
Your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Ready and waiting.
Bust!
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume. I know.
A sight to behold.
Wasn't I always?
Change targets. Tormented first.
Can I get to this one?
Trouble's about.
Another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
You're done.
Ghost wards. I cannot manifest. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
More efficient than cannon powder. Expected no less from
Die, you bastard!
You need my help. Standing by. Thank me later. I'm right here. Throwing tantrum. Ready and waiting.
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden town with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
The Gibbs were not at home to rational explanations. See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Bastard!
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Easy as pie.
Ah, but you can't cook.
I think I heard the sound of a gun cocking. Don't step in that. I mean it.
I'll find a way around then.
Something has me. Wards.
Those echoes we're hearing are the shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Spectre heading for that corpse.
Reinforcements!
Watch out! Spectre possession.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. I go the way.
Looking at this is giving me the willies. Is it cursed?
You are not released, but exiled.
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
I have another in sight.
Great! More fun. They brought more friends. Try this on for size.
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's wrong with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them. Come back. We're not done here. We can't leave yet.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it? I need to stop at some point. Here would be all right.
Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? A strong memory clings to this place. A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
How dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
Hiding the evidence perhaps of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob. Ah, this can't be good.
Who are you? If we speak, so you listen?
I only seek the truth.
Bloody hell. Is that me? It's a cheap trick. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Your strikes are not helping. Let me.
Ghosts are dangerous, and I've no reason to show mercy.
Help! Oh!
This thing is mine. Damn you. I need to be the one to face it. Your strikes do nothing.
Tea died to help New Eden, and still we fight this curse.
What more do you want from us?
Let me end this.
I need to be the one to face it. Ready and waiting. Blasted pest!
The shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow.
I'm not messing about, am I?
I ought to face myself.
Enough. Can we please get out of here? That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Haskell's cowardice is to blame. To save his own arse, he condemned a woman he knew to be innocent.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Something's here.
Hidden.
Seems to be stuck.
Go then.
That down there, it was... I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of anger coursed through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves. The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in his name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. Mак Рэйта, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people hear.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banishers speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. "The devil walks among us," they said, "and you must save us, or we will find someone who will." This governor knew he could not save them, but he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. Mак Рэйta. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil, past the hem, beyond the invisible? Have you ever heard of the Araloo?
What gibberish is this?
No? Your good friend Etienne Roulet did not, it seems. Do you then consider yourself a...
In order that a war be just, three things are. Firstly, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause.
Aye, the Summa Theologiae of St. Thomas Aquinas, a classic quote from which you have conveniently omitted a just cause is required, namely that those who are attacked should be attacked because they deserve it on account of some fault. The trial was not fair. You had no...
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft just...
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the...
You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to...
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light.
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Without them, you...
Yes. Maybe I do need them. How very human of me.
Admit it! You toy with magic.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, and tired. I've done my job. The poison below the well is no more. No thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, Belladon?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, but the wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors. He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it.
Hell's bells!
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
Death to the dead.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
Then, who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McRae fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions. Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
I hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
You're angry. Can tell.
Of course you can. Aren't you angry?
I'm more disgusted by what we saw down there. By the sins Fairfax Haskell committed in the name of it. I hope they'll burn in hell. For the...
Don't lose yourself. You've done far more than I could ever have asked.
I'll do what it takes, and gladly. You need not ask it.
The closer we get to my body, to the truth about what happened here, my senses rise. It's as if I can taste the silence, smell the scent of wood smoke, feel the warmth of your body, feel Deborah's wrath. I feel it as if it were my own. I know, but that anger of mine, I thought when I left home, I'd left.
You thought by becoming a banisher, you'd overcome your...
I thought at least I'd gain control. I'm a big bad banisher. I fear no ghost. I understand now that this control, so much so that the sister I thought was gone for good, seems to be what...
Your sister, Ayomide?
No. As a child that night, the night I died, I dreamed of her.
Are you sure it was a dream?
Yes. It must have been a dream. She wasn't there, but I heard her voice. I'd swear.
Dreams can be vivid. Can be difficult to...
I was awake, Red.
What did you hear her say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think she said we were...
She's after my job. She can't have it. I'm your family now. Nothing's
No.
Still angry?
Gloriously.
Ceridian.
What do you mean, Ceridian?
Ceridian, what's wrong? I don't think she can hear us. We need to go back to the swamps.
You understand that? But it's a bird.
It's Ceridian, by way of the invisible, speaking through the crow.
Pity it doesn't work both ways. Imagine having a conversation with someone far away.